Hi guys! Welcome to our first ever vlog, and today we decided to do a sit-down conversation of how we met and how we got together. Joined by me today is my dear husband, Tomer.
Hey everyone! So first of all, I want to say thank you for all of you who watched our 2 minutes recap of our history and all of our previous videos. Thank you so much for watching it.
Sorry if every now and then we'll be interrupted because we have Elon and Sean playing in the playroom. So every now and then you'll hear some kids crying or shouting for help maybe. Alright, so let's get this on. First, our story started way back in the lake of 2012, right? 2012, yeah. That was my first encounter with Tomer, and it was through the internet. But that wasn't a dating website. That was from a freelancing platform. Do you remember which one that was?
Yeah, it was onlinejobs.ph.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Onlinejobs.ph. I'm from the Philippines and I graduated as a nurse in the Philippines. So when I got my license, I really didn't do much with the profession. So it was in the height. Okay. So it was in the height of like.
Okay.
That's Elon asking for his dad's help.
Okay.
1 second. And we're back. That's the first. Alright, there's gonna be more after this.
The first interruption.
Yeah. So where was I? So yeah, I was a nurse. I didn't do much with the profession. It was in the height of online jobs, that what we call it in the Philippines back then. So I was interested. So I was like, okay, let's give it a shot. I opened an account in one of those freelancing platform. I remember my first job, it was like just blasting a lot of emails to thousands of people through what they call cPanel, and the pay was nothing, but I was happy because I got a job, and I earned money. Like it was the first time ever I earned money. I think I remember like per email I sent, it was like 0.001 cents, like something shitty like that. It was nothing. So I polished my account online, and that was when the employer in the name of Tomer offered me a job as a virtual assistant.
Which wasn't really Tomer, it was my boss back then in China, who actually wanted me to hire someone from the Philippines to help me list products on a website, and yeah, you were the one who were chosen. We tried other people before you, and yeah, they all pretty much sucked. They didn't do the job well, so yeah, in the end we found you, and you were really good what you did.
Should I tell them what was my first job with you?
I mean, you could,
No,
but
let's tell them. It's funny, but
okay.
Alright, so Tomer was working with a company back then that was selling sex toys, like
not really selling. They were listing it on the website, but
they had a website.
Launch.
They had a website with a lot of
yeah, and the
sex
website
toys.
didn't ever launch. You know, everything it did go down the drain.
Oh yeah, nothing.
Yeah, it didn't launch.
I don't know. I got paid for that. Whatever. So it was like that, and he tasked me to edit those promotional images of a lot of sex toys, and I remember it also came with Halloween costumes, or it was a different website.
It was the same one, yeah.
The same one, right? And then yeah, so I was living in my parents' house, and back then we didn't have any laptop or any workroom, and we were like, everybody shares a desktop. That's how you call it, a desktop, right? it's not like you can move it somewhere private. It was just there sitting in the middle of the living room. Any family member passes right behind me can see what I was working on, and it was so like it's a shame. It's shameful to be working with this kind of products. Like I remember always having my fingers always ready to do alt tab just to skip that screen, so it will hide and as if doing some content work. I mean content writing, whatever. That was really like a work that I was not proud of. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So about that also with me, when an employer hired me, he wanted me to see the product, so he sent me to a trade show. That was in China. So I went to a trade show in China that all of the theme of the trade show was sex toys. Now if you guys know Chinese people, they are quite modest and they're very shy. So when I went there to the trade show, I would go to a booth and I would ask them, can you show me what is this product and what does it do? So they had to actually, they were like these sweet Chinese girls who are like so shy, and they also don't know so much what the product do, and they like taking it from the shelf.
How did they explain it to you? Like,
and they show me like, no, they show me the manual, like, okay, you see, this is what it does, and then they tell me, okay, they show me the manual. They didn't really show me how it works, but it was really funny to ask them about the product, and they don't know or don't want to talk about it. And I was also not exposed to sex toys in my life. There are not many people.
You were never exposed to it. What about me? I'm a small girl living in a small town, and I was like, what's this? Like, what are these products? I never knew this kind of products ever existed. Like, those are aliens to me. So anyways, move on from that. I was so happy. I felt so relieved that business actually never worked out. And that was when you flew to the States, right?
Yeah, from China I went back to Israel for a few months, or maybe 8 months, and then moved to the States, for a relocation to the States. And then there was another guy there who wanted more work. And the website's named Rightship. So then I needed to employ more people. So we decided to employ someone that you know. And who was it?
My ex-boyfriend.
So we hired him too. We joined him to the team. We also had more people.
Yeah, we had more people. We had maybe,
I
think we had 4 more people. So it was like 6 employees. But in the end, it didn't last for a long time, that business.
Yeah, because also I wasn't living in the States for such a long time.
We had to let go of most of our staff, but you kept me and my ex.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that was when you moved to Thailand.
Yeah, then I moved to Thailand. There was an entirely different business. It was about mailing lists and copywriting emails, sending emails, but not in a spam way like you did before in the cPanel. It was people who actually wanted to get those emails. So you were managing it also, managing the staff, which was just happened to be your ex-boyfriend. And I decided that something that my father's company always did, when my dad was working in a company for maybe 30 years, every year they took him to a vacation to all the company. They call it company conference. And they took them one time in our country, in Israel, and one time abroad. So I've been to many places. I flew a lot, and for me it was a wonderful experience. So I decided, why not give it also to my 2 loyal employees?
So we did a company event in Palawan, Philippines. A company event which was basically...
I even got a t-shirt, you remember? The business time.
Business now. Just kidding, it's party time.
Yeah.
You flew us to Palawan. That was actually my first time to be on an airplane. And I remember a few days before the trip, you messaged me asking me if I have any of my girlfriends is available to join us, so you won't feel like you're a third wheel in the trip. And luckily, actually I asked Jane about it, if she would be willing to join the trip. She couldn't, so it was only really me, him, and my ex. Then came that day, we landed in Palawan and we went to this hotel that you got for us. And that was the first time I saw you in real life.
Yeah.
And I remember you were wearing this pink shirt. I was so starstruck. Like, I messaged my sister Angel, by the way, like, wow, Tomer is so tall and he is so guapo.
Wait, didn't you have a boyfriend at the time?
But it's okay to appreciate. Even my boyfriend thought so, the same thing. Like, yeah, he's so handsome, he's so guapo. Yeah.
Okay.
But it was real. We were both
I was young,
starstruck.
it was like 10 years ago. So.
Yeah, 10 years ago. But still now, you're very handsome.
Thank you.
And do you remember that it happened on your birthday?
Yeah, I do.
And do you remember what we prepared for you?
No, what was it?
You don't?
I don't.
We let you sit in the restaurant, in that hotel. We showed you something in the laptop.
All of my friends.
Yeah.
And greeting from all of my friends. Yeah, that was really nice.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun in Palawan. We went clubbing, we went do island hopping, we went to Cebu, like maybe for just a quick, maybe.
Second time.
Elon asking for his help for the second time. Oh, you're back.
Yeah.
Okay, is he okay then?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. And then we took the fun, went to Cebu. It was only like a night or two, I don't remember that much. And
I
then
remember
after
being
that,
surprised from like a 500 peso tequila in a club.
oh yeah, wow.
Well, in Israel it doesn't even cost like this in a mini market. You can buy it for 1,000 peso. There it was in a club. I was surprised about the price.
Yeah. And then we came home. I went back home with my ex, and I think you stayed for some few more days in Cebu, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, everything was the same. I remember, if I remember correctly, my ex found a different job, and I stayed working for you. And then a few months later, my relationship with my ex ended, and that was when Tomer started sending romantic signals to me. Was I right? Was I misinterpreting?
Yeah. Well, back then at the time I was in Asia, and all that was on my mind is to find some small Asian girl to be with me, because
Small Asian girl. That's not a very, that's a very general qualification.
No, just that's what I wanted at the time. I was feeling that I really enjoy Asia and I love the culture, so I was looking for an Asian girlfriend, and you were available for me because you said that you're not with him anymore, with your boyfriend back then. So yeah, I did start sending some romantic signals.
And then a few months later, you asked me if I want to join you in Thailand.
Yeah, for the pilot.
Pilot to try, to test. I've never been anywhere abroad.
It's the third time.
The third time, alright, okay. I'm gonna hold on to that thought. And we're back.
From the third bridge.
Yeah. So where was I? So you invited me if I want to come to Thailand.
To join the pilot.
Actually, I was pretty like hesitant if I should do it back then. I've never been abroad. I've never lived that far from my family. I was this, like this sweet one growing from a small town in Linamon. But somehow I had this certainty in my mind back then that Tomer is a good guy. He's gonna take care of me. And I was, not wrong.
So we went on a pilot.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So
Elon, can you wait a little bit? Okay, he needs help. So yeah, we decided to give it a shot. I flew to Cebu and I was so excited. It was supposed to be my first international flight. I got there. I got my boarding pass. I thought that was the hard part. And then all of a sudden, this immigration officer took me to one side and asked me to come join him in a room. And it was like a room when you get in, you feel like you're gonna be interrogated. Like, all what's missing was this bulb light that goes like this. It was scary. So I sat there and he grilled me. Like a lot of questions. Who bought this ticket? Do you know this guy? What are you gonna do in Thailand? How long you stay there? Where are you gonna stay there? What are you gonna do there? Like, I did not expect that to happen. I was just expecting to come show up in the airport, be in the airplane, land in Thailand. While we were inside that room, while he was throwing me this endless questions, I realized that my flight was leaving. And he was like, no, sorry, not today. We're not letting you in that flight. They told me that it's their way to protect their citizens from human trafficking. I didn't know that they're gonna be so tedious about women or young women flying out of the Philippines. So it was a total shock for me, and I went out from the room. I cried. Like, I've never cried in public like that. They didn't let me in. And then I was so shattered and I didn't know what to do, but good thing I had a good friend who went to pick me up from the airport. Michael went. So the next day I came to the same airport. I was still so nervous, but finally I came more prepared with all the papers. We had to actually book a ticket to show them something that I got a reservation. And
hotel, you mean?
Hotel. And you wrote a letter, an invitation letter saying that you're gonna take care of me, blah blah blah. Then the officer took me, checked those papers, and voila, they let me in. I was like,
you're out.
They let me in the flight.
Okay. You're out of the country.
In the flight. Out of the country, in the flight.
Yeah.
So this time, it's for certain. What, Elon? That was Elon finishing his business in the toilet, so he needs one of us. Elon!
Hi.
Hi, do you want to come join us?
Yeah.
Come, sit here. Sit here. Do you want to say hi? We're recording something here. We're telling them how Ima and Abba met and got together before. Okay?
Abba is come from Israel.
Yeah.
And Ima is come from Philippines.
You're right. Good job.
Abba is from Israel.
Israel, okay.
And where is Elon from?
I from Philippines also.
Israel.
You're not from Philippines, Elon. Only Ima is from the Philippines. You were born here in Israel.
I live in Israel.
Yeah, from Israel.
Abba,
Okay.
אתה יודע מה? אתה יודע איך באים לפיליפינס? עם מטוס, כי זה כל כך רחוק אפילו מאילת.
טוב.
It's very far than אילת.
Very far, way farther than Eilat.
צדקתי, אבא.
Okay, so
היי.
say hi, say hi.
Everybody hi.
היי.
So I landed in Thailand. I saw Tomer again, and this time it was only the two of us. It was only Ima and Abba,
And the pad thai.
no, and then Abba hugged me so tight, and I also hugged him so tight, and that was when we both realized that we like each other. Yeah.
And then I was like a balloon.
What is a balloon?
No, not yet.
And then you popped like a balloon from my tummy, you mean?
Yeah.
No, not yet. You came way after that. So we got officially together, and I ended up living in Thailand for almost 2 years. Thailand was one of our best time of our lives as together, right?
Yeah,
like that was
really
where
fun.
we really knew each other, like
Discovered each other.
We had that kind of setup running for almost 3 years, him being my boss, and then we eventually got married in Thailand, which automatically makes me his boss. Yeah, so yeah, that was pretty much it. That's how we met each other. Yeah, I automatically became your boss the moment you married me. So yeah, basically that was our story of how we met and how I married my boss, which turned me to become his boss. So I guess that's it. Stay tuned for more videos, and I hope you guys liked it. Of course, we're gonna show you more videos also with the kids and how we live here in Israel and basically our life, the Algrablys. And we hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye!
Bye.